Dear Chosen One, this is an urgent call for you. Did you know that behind every battle you've faced, there is an invisible enemy waiting for your downfall? You see, there are forces in the shadows trying to steal your essence, trying to erase the light that emanates from your soul. But today, the truth will be revealed. What has been hidden will now be exposed. You were chosen to face a path more challenging than most, and the journey ahead will change everything. Are you ready to discover what really happens when someone tries to erase the shine of a chosen one? Prepare yourself. The game has changed, and the reversal is about to happen. I know you feel it. Something is shifting, isn't it? You're being pulled, tested in ways that once seemed unthinkable. Now, everything you believed was in balance begins to crumble. But why? Why, specifically, are you being challenged this way? And more importantly, why now, when it seems like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? Is something breaking in your life? You thought you had seen it all, but I assure you, the truth is just beginning to reveal itself. What seemed like an endless storm is about to transform into your greatest revelation. I am not here just to warn you. I am here to guide you on a journey of profound transformation. Today, you will see that everything that has happened until now, all the struggles, the challenges, the losses, it was all a greater plan to awaken something inside you. The question is no longer, will you overcome, but rather, how will you use them to elevate yourself? Now, the question remains, are you ready to claim your true power and understand what this battle really meant? Get ready for a revelation that will change your life, because the truth is about to turn the two game. Their soul is broken. They didn't foresee what would happen when they made the decision to try and erase your light. You were not just an ordinary presence. Your energy was a beacon, a reminder of what they could be if they truly believed. But what they didn't. No, what they couldn't see was that your resistance would be the strength you needed to strengthen yourself even more. Their attempt to make you fall, to break your energy, only added more fuel to your flame. Now, it's time for the revelation. They believed they could control you, that they could mold you however they pleased. But they failed. You felt it, didn't you? The weight of expectations on your shoulders, the weight of others' doubts, and the masked intentions of those who came close. They didn't want to see you shine, not because you were weak, but because your light reflected the darkness they carried. They saw you as a mirror, and what they wanted was to destroy that reflection, to erase what you represented. Divine power in action. But now, as the pieces fall into place, you begin to realize that the game was never about them, but about you, about your rise, your resistance, and your true nature as the chosen one. As you struggle to understand what's happening, they are immersed in a growing confusion. The pain they caused, the break they triggered, now begins to weigh on their souls. They thought they could benefit from your light without ever paying the price, that they could manipulate your path without consequences. But the truth they denied is about to be exposed. What seemed to be an advantage for them is now turning against them in an unexpected way, and guilt, shame, begins to corrode their hearts. They couldn't imagine that your resistance would be greater than the strength of their schemes. What you are about to discover is the truth behind everything that has happened. Every step you took, every sacrifice, every moment of doubt was preparing you for this confrontation. What seemed like a setback, a failure, a loss, was actually intense training to bring you to the place you are now. All of this, every battle fought, every lie believed, has one single purpose: to make you stronger. And you have the strength not only to survive, but to rise stronger than ever. You are about to experience your greatest transformation. Have you noticed it? Felt the energy shifting around you? More and more, connections are breaking, lies are dissolving, and false alliances are revealing themselves for what they really are: attempts at manipulation and control. Those who tried to make you believe their empty words are now the ones feeling the pain of their own choices. They thought they could take what is yours, that they could drain your energy and use it for their own purposes. But what they didn't count on was the strength being unleashed inside you. The energetic return is happening, and it's relentless. However, you still feel the pressure, don't you? That feeling that something is still out of place, a heavy energy following you. They are not just in your mind, but in your life in ways you might not have noticed before. It's as if something is trying to invade, interfere with your process of ascension. And you wonder, did they succeed? Did their energy affect me in any way? The answer is simple. No, they didn't. What you're experiencing now is merely the reflection of their attempt to control your path. They didn't know, but by trying to steal your energy, they only moved further away from their own light. They didn't foresee this. Chosen one. What seemed like a temporary advantage now reveals itself as a trap. Those who tried to feed off your energy are now being consumed by the very darkness they tried to create for you. You are stronger, more enlightened than they could have ever imagined, and that truth is revealing itself before their eyes. The return of your energy is imminent, and the transformation that's coming will not only be a victory over them, but a spiritual ascension that will make them question what went wrong. They weren't prepared to face the strength of a chosen one who refuses to be knocked down. The weight of the manipulation they tried to exert over you is beginning to be felt by them in unexpected ways. What seemed like a brilliant strategy, a form of control over your energy, is now turning against them like a spell that breaks when cast. They believed they could shape your destiny to their will, that they could benefit from your light without paying the price for it. But what they didn't know is that the true energy of the Chosen One cannot be manipulated. It is pure and uncontrollable, like a fire that never goes out, always regenerating, always growing. And now, that fire is burning, brighter than ever. They, who came to you with disguised intentions, now find themselves trapped in their own web of lies. Every step they took in attempting to bring you down is now revealed as a trap that ensnares them more and more. You feel it, don't you? The emptiness they tried to impose on you, the feeling that you were losing yourself, now turns against them. The darkness they tried to place in your life now consumes them, while you rise stronger, more enlightened. The price of spiritual betrayal is high, and now they are paying the price. What they didn't realize is that your essence was never theirs to control. You always had the power to choose, the power to walk your own path, to shape your destiny. Now, with each passing day, that truth becomes clearer to you. They thought they could erase your light, steal your energy, but you are being reconfigured for something greater. You are being prepared for something grand, an ascension that will not be stopped. They may try to manipulate the circumstances, but the divine strength within you is beyond their reach, and in the end, it will be you who emerges victorious. They couldn't understand this. They were blind, convinced that their manipulation could be eternal. But what is happening now, and what is about to happen, is a twist they cannot avoid. The universe, the divine energy, the very flow of life is on your side. and nothing can stop it. Their attempt to destroy you is being nullified, a movement of liberation that cannot be stopped. What seemed like a defeat is now transforming into a resounding victory. The truth that was hidden is coming to light, and with it, your true strength. You must have already begun to notice that you are no longer the same person. You are no longer the one who believed the lies they told you. You have freed yourself. You have risen again. Those who tried to undermine your energy now begin to realize how much they underestimated your strength. They weren't prepared to face a spirit so resilient, a chosen one so determined. Every attempt they made to weaken you, to steal your essence, only strengthened you, prepared you for what's to come. They underestimated your divine connection, chose to doubt your strength, and now the truth is revealing itself. The price of spiritual betrayal is high, and those who try to manipulate the energy of a chosen one pay a price they never imagined. They are beginning to feel it now, as the energy they tried to steal from you returns to where it has always belonged. It won't be easy for them to recover, because the loss is deep, and the spiritual pain they are feeling is not something they can erase. They can't simply forget the consequences of their choices. You are the proof that the light will never be extinguished, no matter how strong the darkness. The fight you fought, the sacrifices you made, all of it was necessary for you to arrive at this moment. And now you begin to understand that every step, every challenge, every spiritual battle was a preparation for your awakening. Your ascension will not be stopped, because you were made for this. And those who tried to undermine your strength now find themselves defeated by the weight of their own actions. What seemed like a threat now reveals itself as a painful lesson they will have to carry. The path you've walked until now hasn't been easy. They tried to steer you away from your mission, from your divine essence, creating obstacles, confusing you with their lies and manipulations. But what they didn't understand is that the true chosen one is unbeatable. You weren't chosen to conform, to be molded by circumstances. You were chosen to break barriers, to challenge the impossible, and more importantly, to rise above everything that tried to destroy you. Every attempt they made to control you turned into fuel for your ascension. And you're not just surviving, but growing, transcending. They didn't foresee that by trying to weaken you, they were only creating the strength that would help you rise again. Your energy, your essence, is a force that cannot be controlled. Now, the fragments of their attempts to manipulate are falling apart. What seemed like a setback is now revealed as an advance, and each day you grow closer to your true destiny. The chaos they tried to generate in your life is now transforming into your strength, and you reconnect with the truth of what you truly are, an enlightened being, chosen to accomplish great things. You must feel the difference, right? The weight that once seemed unbearable now dissolves as you move away from their shadows. They never imagined that by trying to bring you down, you would become an even more powerful version of yourself. Now, the energies that once attacked you begin to turn against them. They believed they could manipulate your path, but in reality, it was them who got lost in the game. And while they tried to blind you, you finally began to see the truth clearly. Now, more than ever, the light that resides in you has become unbeatable, and the darkness they tried to impose has no more space in your life. Now, you see everything more clearly. The truth that was hidden from them, the lie they tried to create, is crumbling before their eyes. What seemed like an advantage to them is now the biggest mistake of their lives. They believed they could steal your energy, control your journey, But what they didn't know is that you are a divine being, chosen to accomplish great things. And what is happening now is the true liberation of your energy. Every step you took away from them was one step closer to your true fulfillment. And now, nothing will stop you. You can feel the weight of the truth being revealed, can't you? Every lie, every deceit, every attempt to steal your light is now revealing who they really are. They tried to push your energy away, manipulate your essence, but now they're beginning to realize there's no way to stop the divine flow. What seemed like a game of shadows is now revealed as a great lesson for them. They were just players in your path, and in the end, it's not you who loses, but those who tried to control you. They couldn't realize the strength you carry, the determination of a chosen one who refuses to be brought down. Now, the truth is starting to appear in all forms. They're beginning to realize how wrong they were to underestimate you. Those who tried to feed off your energy now begin to feel the weight of their own actions. You were never made to be controlled, manipulated, or diminished. Every attempt they made to weaken you has only made you stronger, more enlightened, and more aware of your true essence. And what seemed like a fight against the darkness now transforms into your most glorious victory. The spiritual reversal you are experiencing is not by chance. Every movement, every resistance is shaping you to be the best version of yourself. They, with their negative energies and manipulations, never understood how powerful you truly are. Now, as the return of your energy strengthens, they begin to drown in the very darkness they created for you. They can no longer stop the divine flow that is manifesting in your life. And in the end, it will be you who emerges victorious, because the light of the chosen one never fades, no matter how deep the shadows may be. The revelation you are experiencing now is deeper than anything you've ever felt. They believed they could change your destiny, steal your energy. But what they didn't know is that the true essence of a chosen one is unbreakable. The divine light that resides in you cannot be extinguished, no matter how hard they try. They underestimated your power. Every one of those obstacles, every lie, every betrayal, was a test for you. And now, as everything is being revealed, you realize that these attempts to bring you down were actually preparing you for something much greater. They couldn't see what was coming, but you were always destined to triumph. The game has turned, and the truth is now impossible to ignore. What others tried to do, whether out of envy, fear, or manipulation, became fuel for your transformation. What you realize now is that your journey has always been about overcoming. Every spiritual battle, every challenge, was preparing you for this moment when your true strength would be revealed. They couldn't understand how powerful your essence really was, nor what it truly means to be chosen. Because the chosen doesn't just survive, they rise. And by trying to undermine your energy, by trying to take what is yours, they only made you stronger. Now, you're closer to your true destiny than you ever imagined. And the victory you feel on the horizon is not just yours, but the victory of the divine that resides within you. They didn't understand the power of your light. They didn't comprehend that when someone is chosen, nothing can stop their path. They tried to control you, manipulate your journey. But what they didn't see is that your path is guided by something much greater than any attempt to destroy you. You are not guided by mere humans or negative forces. You are guided by the divine force that never fails. And while they sink in the lies and darkness they created for you, you rise stronger, more enlightened, more aware of your true mission. The game they thought they were winning now turns against them, because your power cannot be controlled. The battle they tried to impose on you now reveals itself as the beginning of your ascension. What is happening to them now is the direct reflection of their choices. The attempt to manipulate your energy, to weaken your light, is resulting in something they never could have predicted: an indescribable pain, a spiritual confusion that is consuming them. What they thought they could do easily is now turning against them. They didn't understand the depth of your divine connection. Now, they are paying the price for trying to use your power for their own ends. And you now see yourself as stronger, more resolute, and more connected to your truth than ever. What once seemed like a blow, an attempt to erase you, now reveals itself as the key to your ascension. They failed, and the only thing left for them is the pain of their own actions. You can feel the transformation, can't you? Every attempt they made to weaken you, to manipulate your energy, now reflects as a new strength within you. They believed they could control your destiny, make you follow their path. But what they didn't know is that the true chosen one is uncontrollable. Your light is indestructible. And now, as their negative energy turns against them, you become even stronger. The chaos they tried to generate in your life is now turning into your greatest source of power. They underestimated you, but you were being prepared for something much greater. They wanted you to fall, but they didn't realize you were born to fly. And now, you rise, stronger than ever. They thought they could erase your essence, steal your energy, and make you believe that everything was against you. But what they didn't know was that by doing this, they were feeding your inner strength. Every time they tried to bring you down, you rose with more intensity, more power, more light. The game they tried to play is now being reversed. The control they thought they had over you is now slipping from their hands. You are no longer the person they believed they could manipulate. The chosen one is not meant to be controlled. They are meant to transcend the limitations imposed by others. And, as they sink into their own darkness, you rise, more aware of your mission, more connected to your divine truth. The transformation you are going through now is more than just a change. It's a spiritual ascension. They tried to diminish you, trap you, control you. But what they didn't realize is that by doing so, they were only helping you awaken the strength that was dormant inside you. What once seemed like a battle is now the field of your greatest victory. Every attempt they made to weaken you, to steal your energy, is now reflected in your growing strength. They didn't know that by trying to destroy you, they were only shaping you for greatness. You are not just a survivor. You are a winner. The weight of the manipulation they tried to exert over you is now turning into a burden they must carry themselves. They believed they could control your light, but they didn't realize that your essence is immortal. Every attempt they made to extinguish your flame now turns against them in ways they never imagined. You have always been stronger than they could comprehend. They tried to shape you, but in the end, it was you who shaped them. Because the true strength of a chosen one cannot be destroyed. Instead of weakening you, their attempts only strengthened your connection to the divine. You are rising again, more enlightened than ever, while those who underestimated you get lost in the darkness. Now, you begin to realize how far you've already come. The shadows that once seemed impenetrable begin to disappear as your light shines brighter. Every attempt to destroy you, every attack you suffered, has turned into a lesson in strength and resilience. They wanted to see you fail, but what they didn't realize is that you were chosen to shine. And while they sink into their own lies, you rise higher, closer to your true destiny. The control they thought they had over you is fading, and now you take the reins of your journey, guided by the divine strength that resides within you. They believed they could take you off course, weaken you with their lies and manipulations. But what they didn't know was that the true strength of a chosen one is not found in the absence of challenges, but in the way he rises after each fall. You have the power to transform everything around you. What once seemed like an obstacle is now revealed as an opportunity to manifest even more light in your life. They tried to take what is yours, but what they didn't know is that you are immune to this kind of attack. You are being guided by a greater force, and nothing can stop you from following your destiny. The pain they tried to inflict, the shame they wanted you to carry, now turns against them. They believed they could control your energy, but they didn't know that the power of the Chosen One is uncontrollable. Every attack, every attempt at manipulation has only served to strengthen you. They couldn't understand what it means to be chosen, what it means to carry divine light within you. Now, they are being consumed by the consequences of their own actions, while you move forward, stronger, more aware, and more determined than ever. The transformation you're experiencing now is profound, more than just overcoming. You are becoming something even more powerful, more enlightened. They wanted to destroy you, but in the end, you will become more than they ever imagined. They don't know how much their attempt at control was the catalyst for your ascension. Every lie they told you, every shadow they tried to place in your life, now reveals itself as a necessary step to prepare you for what's ahead. You are being shaped for something grand, and now it's impossible to stop what's in motion. Your light cannot be extinguished. Now, more than ever, you understand the value of your mission. Every step you took, every difficulty you faced, was preparing you for this moment. They tried to diminish you, but what they didn't know was that by doing so, they were helping to feed your strength. You are now unbeatable, because you carry within you a strength that comes from a divine power that cannot be corrupted. What seemed like a test of endurance is now the beginning of your great ascension. You are stronger than ever, more connected to your true essence than you ever imagined possible. So, keep going with your flame burning bright. Don't let your divine light be extinguished by anything or anyone. If this message made sense to you, leave your like on the button below, subscribe to the channel now, and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any new content. If you wish to support the channel and the creation of more powerful content, consider supporting the work through Buy Me a Coffee. Every contribution helps us continue spreading these transformative messages. I deeply appreciate your support. Until the next video, Chosen One. Get ready for more revelations that will unlock even deeper levels of your spiritual power. Don't forget to continue your journey with the energy you now know and master. May God bless you.